Hey guys, welcome back to Apex, and today we're going to be talking about all the uses for an AK cleaning kit. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about these AK cleaning kits, and they have a bunch of different uses you may not have known about for your AK rifle, so I'm going to go over some of those unique features today. Now let's start off first by talking about what comes in these AK cleaning kits. Obviously you have the body, which holds all the contents, the cap, and then after that you've got the bore brush, cleaning jag, disassembly punch, and the front sight adjustment tool / screw. Now all these tools are pretty self-explanatory. This front sight adjustment adjusts the front sight up and down. The screw helps you disassemble the buttstock and the pistol grip assembly. The cleaning punch helps you take down the bolt and maintain and clean your bolt assembly. The cleaning jag helps you get patches through your bore to clean your bore. And then the wire brush helps you clean out the barrel of your rifle as well as some of those hard to reach places. But what you may not have known is that the body of the cleaning kit tube actually helps you disassemble the rifle as well. So we're going to check out this rifle right here and show you all the features in relation to the AK cleaning kit. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to field strip this rifle. Now you can see I've already cleared it. So I'm just gonna take the magazine out and we're gonna take the top cover off, take out the bolt carrier, and get rid of the chamber flag. Now in some rifles, this gas tube takedown lever is kind of hard to get out, and that's where you can use the body of your cleaning kit. There's a little slot on the side here, and you can use that to go over the takedown lever and use that to angle up and take out your gas tube. Now in addition, you'll want to take out the cleaning rod to service your rifle, and sometimes it's kind of hard to get your fingers in there. Some of them are a little bit stiff, so what you can do is actually take the punch and just twist the cleaning rod until you can see that hole, and then use the punch to angle it and to pull the cleaning rod out. Now the next thing you'll need to do is obviously take off this lower handguard by moving the lower handguard retaining plate lever. And sometimes these are really stiff. So what I usually like to do is either grab a punch, or if yours is really tough, grab like this front sight adjustment tool, and you can use this as leverage to actually get your handguard lever to move. When you're doing this too, what you're gonna wanna make sure is you wanna brace it against the takedown plate rather than the lower handguard, because if you've got a nice lower handguard like this one, you don't wanna damage it. So for example, I can just use that to help me give an angle and then push that right out and take the lower handguard out. The other cool thing about these cleaning kits is actually the cap right here. The cap does a couple different things, and one thing it does is you can actually use this to fit over top of your muzzle device right here, and that'll keep your guide rod, your cleaning rod, straight as you clean out the barrel of the firearm. Now the cleaning kit cap can also be used to retain the hammer springs if you're going to be making adjustments or taking apart your fire control group. So when you move your hammer forward and you're going to take out the hammer and hammer spring, what you can do is you can slip the spring's arms inside of this cap and then put that cap over top of your hammer, and then when you're inside cleaning or making adjustments or whatever, it'll hold on to those springs so they don't snap back on your finger, which is very useful. Next thing that's kind of cool is if you are making adjustments to your front sight post here and it's kind of stiff and just the plain old front sight isn't working and you need a little bit more leverage, there's actually a couple slots built into the body of the cleaning kit that you can just slide this guy into, and it'll give you a little bit more leverage as you make adjustments to your front sight post. In addition to using this assembly like so to adjust your front sight post, you can also flip it around and use it to get a little bit more leverage if you're taking apart the buttstock screws or the pistol grip screws. Now in addition, if you need to take apart your gas tube upper handguard, what I usually like to do is either grab the cleaning jag or the cleaning rod and use that to fit in between these two little notches here on the upper handguard, and then that'll give you a little bit more leverage if you need to twist the upper handguard off, like so. Now you can also use this punch to compress the front sight pin detent if you need to take your muzzle nut or muzzle device off. Usually I just use my finger, but if it's hard to get in there, depending on your muzzle device, what you can do is just use that as a bit of leverage in order to take out this piece right here. A couple other uses is if you're having a hard time getting the safety lever out, you can use the main body of the cleaning kit to pull this up and push over here in case you need to get a little bit of extra leverage when pulling that up. And in addition, if you need to clean the barrel of your rifle, what you can do is, if you don't want this cleaning rod constantly falling through to the other end of your rifle, what you can do is just take this little punch here, run it through the hole on your cleaning rod, and then when you're cleaning out your rifle, it'll stop once it hits the muzzle, and you can easily pull it back up out. So guys, those are all the main uses of the AK-47 cleaning kit. If you've got any other uses that you've discovered, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. I'll tag those and make sure everyone else can see them. Guys, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in one of these AK cleaning kits, make sure you hit us up at apexgunparts.com.